Hey guys, this is Bear Lake Campground. You can look it up in reserveamerica.com as Bear Lake Campground, Blackwater State Forest. Here's the map. The first view of the spots is going to be the primitive, and then the outside and the inside of the loop. We've been camping at this lake for 20 plus years, and we love this campground. It's only about 1.5 miles, 2 miles from Crow Lake, which is a previous video that we've done. And that's the swimming hole that we use when we get hot. We run over to Crow Lake, but we like to camp at Bear Lake because of the fishing. Here's pics of the kids 10 years apart. Here's the mountain bike trail. It's a really good trail for mountain bikes. We've been on both the trails. We hiked the 6 miles instead of mountain bike. Now this is the small loop on the map. These two spots here have water, 33 and 34, but no power. It's for tent, and it's a good area if you want to tent camp. It's got a lot of grass. Now we've camped at both of those spots before. There's just about not a spot on this lake that we haven't camped. Okay, over there we've camped back there next to the woods. These are nice tent camping spots, but these don't have power or water. A couple of them have water, the ones with the orange poles I believe, but you'll have to double check into that. There's 2 camping spots back there on the right corner that's right next to the lake itself. The fishing in this lake over the years, it can be hit or miss. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. But we've been camping here so long, I know where to go to get the fish. Now right here is a fish cleaning station. It has a sink and a hose that has water right there. You cannot swim in this lake because there can be alligators. So if you go over and camp by the water and have small kids, just keep an eye on them. This is the boat ramp with a dock on it. There just gives you information about the kinds of fish you catch. Now in the state of Florida, you have to have a fishing license, whether you're fishing in a boat or fishing off the shore. Here's pics of the fish that we've caught. They're just a couple. That pic right there, I taught Michael how to make a trot line, and the fish went right in the frying pan. Now this is a loop trail. This is a 4-mile trail that's directly right around the lake itself, and we've hiked on both the 4-mile and the 6-mile. These spots here are the outside top loop next to the lake. They're good for RVs or tents. If you have tents or RV, there's a lot of grass between you and the lake. And when you go camping, it's nice to have available space. We've camped in just about all those. That hill right there, that dam, that's part of the loop trail. It goes down, it goes to the right, and goes around the lake. Now coming up on this spot right here where the boat's at, that spot and then this spot next to it is a couple of the most sought after spots in the lake, but the one right there just doesn't have a lot of shade. And we've camped at all these spots on this side of the lake. Some are grassy, some are sandy. The reason that guy's passed out asleep. He's enjoying his best life right now. The reason why I like these spots right here is because you do have a backdrop right next to the woods, and they're a little farther apart. Those spots up on the front that have a view of the lake, those things are kind of close together, and when you get an awning out, if you're in an RV, you can be kind of close to each other. That's that spot right next to the lake, and that's 33 and 34. Just some family photos. We've got so many photos of us camping out there. I just threw a couple in there. Now this is inside the loop. Spot number 2, which is on the opposite side of where we're at, is a really good spot. It's that spot right there where the picnic table is, with those right through those trees right there on the other road. It has a lot of shade. One thing good about all these inside the loop spots is you see that gigantic grassy area in the middle. If you have kids, you can sit right at your campsite and they can play. It's like maybe a third of a football field inside there, and it's nobody's particular camp spot. This spot right here is good, and there is a little bit more room between each spot. So when you're outside socializing, you can kind of talk amongst yourselves. You see where those tents are way out there? Normally people don't put tents that far out. I was trying to avoid someone's tag number right there. But there is a lot of shade on these spots. But there's that big grassy area where kids can play. And you can set games up. This is another good spot right here. These are excellent RV spots right here. I've seen some big motorhomes in there. Now the ones towards the end right here I don't particularly like. They are closer together, and that one's right on the corner. So you have all that traffic coming around this bend right here. Yeah, I don't particularly like it. When I go camping, we do a lot of camping. So when I look at a spot, I look at shade, I look at how close you are in proximity, how much room you have, because we have a couple screen rooms, we have a canopy, now we have the pop-up. We used to have 3 or 4 tents. So I'm very particular. Now this is a great spot right there. It has a lot of room, a lot of shade. This spot's a little off grade from the crushed asphalt. This spot right here is one of my favorite spots. It has the most shade on this side. You put hammocks up in between them trees. And this is spot number 1 right here, I believe. And the only bad thing about it is everybody's lights coming in is aimed right at your tent or your camper. So when they come down this road right here. Alright guys, this is a view of Bear Lake. We love this lake. We've been camping it a long time. I hope you enjoyed the video.